Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alan here. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm a bit pissed off, but also excited at the same time. We'll get into that in a second. So first off, I want to talk about AMD. They've just released their new update to the Raptor software. And guys, this is incredible because it's effectively giving it the NVIDIA Shadowplay feature. So we can now record gameplay with off our AMD cards without any performance hit. So yay for AMD. Been crying for this feature for so long. But what I'm pissed off about is no one is putting up videos about this, giving overviews, reviews, tutorials on how to use it, like the features that it has, anything. Like, I mean, I've come across a few test videos where people have just tested it and they've uploaded raw footage, but they don't have anything in the description, they don't have any commentary, they don't have anything. So it's really hard to find information about it. And this really pisses me off because I can't, as you guys know, or some of you guys may know, my computer is kind of out of commission for a while until I upgrade it, and I'm not going to be able to do that for a couple of months. So I can't dive into this myself, and I want to know how good it is, and no one is posting anything about it. And what's really annoying is when NVIDIA Shadowplay first launched, the whole YouTube blew up about it in my subscriptions box. Like, everyone talked about it. Linus Tech Tips as well. Tech Syndicate, loads of other people as well, just testing it out, giving overviews and the benefits and all this stuff. But now that AMD are coming out with it, no one I don't know if you can hear that, but there's ice cream truck on, which kind of puts me in the mood for ice cream. But moving on. So like, no one is posting about AMD's Shadowplay, so to speak. But I don't know what they're calling it. It's like AMD Raptor DVR or something like that. But it's essentially Shadowplay for AMD. And we know AMD have been capable of doing this. They've said it's coming for ages, and they have the encoder on a lot of the modern GPUs, but it just hadn't come into effect. But it came into effect in the past few days in the last update. And essentially I've gathered as much information as I can throughout just looking at forums and stuff. So basically, don't take everything I say in this video as 100% guaranteed, because people can be wrong in forums and stuff. But basically, I've written about what people have said who have used it and what they think of it, and what the AMD have come out and said, and I'll link some of the forums in the description if I remember, and I'll have some screenshots as well throughout the video to kind of show you what it has to offer. But essentially, it's going to look a little bit like Shadowplay in terms of like NVIDIA Shadowplay, the interface, which is pretty cool because it's essentially just copying the features of that, and it's about time too. But it'll have the shadow feature that Shadowplay has, where you can have it just manually, or you can have it recording your gameplay without actually recording your gameplay. So when you have it on shadow mode, and then say you do something really good in Battlefield, for example, and you want to record it, and then you realize you weren't recording, if you hit the shadow tab, it'll record however long gameplay you have set it to, up to 10 minutes prior to when you click that button. So you can set that from anything from like 15 seconds up to 10 minutes. I'm sure they'll patch that in an update to come and give you longer, but for the moment the max you can do is 10 minutes with that shadow feature, which is pretty damn cool. So literally, if you're playing a game and you don't want to record the whole game because then you'll have to shift through loads of crap later, you can set it for like 5 minutes if you want, or 3 minutes. And if something crazy happens where you get a good back rage or you get a good multi-kill, you can just press the shadow button and you get that 3 or 5 minute clip stored on your hard drive, which is pretty damn awesome. Of course, they also have the regular feature where you can just record gameplay just manually, like DxTory or Fraps, and it will record for as long as you want. You press the record button and then you press the stop button and you're done. As far as I know, it's unlimited recording, so you can record for as long as possible. Same with Shadowplay, so that's awesome. And the best thing is minimal performance hit. So like Shadowplay on NVIDIA cards, it won't impact your FPS at all. Well, no, it might impact it a little bit, scratch that, but it shouldn't be anything like DxTory or Fraps. DxTory takes a minimum of 10 to 15 frames per second off your performance when you're playing games. But this, I'd say a maximum of 5 frames per second, based on what people are saying, and probably even less in some cases, which is also amazing. It's what people want. It records 1080p, 60 frames per second, like Shadowplay. So that's again awesome. and the file size isn't much bigger than Shadowplay either. So again, it's not like the X-Story where you record a 2-minute video and it's like 20 gigs or something. It's a lot better. So that's all good features. There's obviously more to come. I don't think there's any microphone input at the moment. In terms of, you can't add your own commentary, so you'll have to use like a different software to record your microphone input for the moment. But I'm sure that'll be patched in at a later date. Remember, this is only in beta, so it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see more information when people actually start talking about it. But unfortunately, this is probably the best you guys are going to get for a while until people accept it. Now, there are going to be issues with it, and I've seen on the forums a lot of people are kind of having problems. As for what GPUs are supported, from the HD 7750 and up are supported as far as I know. So eventually you'll be able to use it using them. And to take availability of this, you have to download the Raptor app. But I think in the latest Catalyst update, it comes with that anyway. And then you just go into the DVR record mode and just have that running. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of what it is and what it offers, and that it's out now. So if you have an AMD graphics card and you want to test it out, go download the latest drivers, download the latest version of Raptor and use it. And let me know, leave in the comments below what you think of it. Link a video if you can, create a video using it, giving an overview of it, what you think of it, and leave it in the description so me and all the viewers of this video can check it out, because I won't be able to do it until I get my computer configured and stuff and built. So I will be doing it, of course, when I get my computer sorted, but that could be a while. So essentially, just help us all out and do that, and I can't wait to see what videos you guys come up with and what you have to say about it. But are you guys excited for this? Me, myself, as a YouTuber, I'm extremely excited for this, because when I'm doing walkthroughs and stuff, and especially when I'm playing the games for the first time and I'm recording with the X-Story, it really takes off a lot of performance out of the game, and it kind of inhibits your enjoyment of the game. Because of that, the game lags more than it should, because you're essentially using a weaker GPU because of the performance hit. But now that's going to be a thing of the past. And it's also great because one of the reasons in an earlier video I said I was going to be moving to NVIDIA, which of course has changed, as you guys may know, because of if you look at my recent videos. But one of the reasons why I was considering moving to NVIDIA is simply to get Shadowplay. But now that AMD are coming up with their equivalent and it's actually out, I won't need to, because I mean AMD cards are generally cheaper than their NVIDIA equivalent and pretty much offer the same performance. I mean, NVIDIA do offer pretty much better drivers, and a lot of people seem to say, but I haven't had any complaints with my AMD ones. They work perfectly fine, so I'm happy with that. So the only reason I was going to consider moving to NVIDIA is because the AMD didn't have Shadowplay. But now that it does, no need to move over to NVIDIA and save myself some money, because performance on the AMD cards is, like I said, amazing. And I will be having two 7950s in Crossfire, which is going to offer just phenomenal performance. And I'll be doing some benchmark videos when that comes out as well, so I can use this new software to benchmark it. So you'll be able to see the frames per second without any decrease in performance. So you'll be able to see that. Whereas if I was doing it with the X-Story, you'd see frame loss, and so it wouldn't be representative of what the cards can do. But I'm kind of going off point here. So essentially that's all I know about the app itself at the moment and what it can do. Obviously there will be more features added later on, but I don't know when that will be. But there will be updates going on to try and fix and patch it. Bear in mind it is in complete beta form, but like Shadowplay, when that started off, it was pretty bad the way it worked out, but they had updates within weeks and weeks, and now it's just amazing. So it's just great news anyway. I'm just really disappointed that no one's covering this, because apparently it's not important if AMD do it, and I really don't like that, because 40% of the market have AMD cards, so I'm sure a lot of them people care about this kind of stuff, especially people starting a YouTube channel, or people just considering building their PCs and they're wondering which to get, AMD or NVIDIA. And then people tell them that NVIDIA has this special software that allows them to record, and AMD doesn't. Well, it makes the choice sometimes more likely in favour of NVIDIA, but this kind of evens the odds a bit. So I'm really annoyed that people haven't been talking about this. But like I said, it's there. This is the information that I can gather. And it looks pretty promising. I can't wait to see what it's like in a couple of weeks, a couple of months when I get my hands on it, and I'll be doing reviews and overviews of it and benchmarks and tests and everything. So we can stay tuned here, but hopefully someone will have similar information up soon so we can get a good idea of it. But anyway, this video is going on for quite a while, but I have a lot to say, and hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. So please leave a rating if you liked it. Leave a comment, and if you don't like it, dislike it as well. Leave a comment saying why, so I can improve. Leave some feedback, that's always nice. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to say. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys.